A man in his 60s dies after being attacked by bees in Moody. It happened last Friday around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. When Moody police arrived on scene, bees were swarming the man. Moody Fire used their bunker gear and masks, but they were still unable to get to him. McGregor Fire then came to the scene with their bee suits and were able to bring the man onto a stretcher, but police say the man was already dead. The man's wife told police her husband was severely allergic to bees.
The Moody City Administrator released a statement following that tragedy, reminding the community to be aware of bees and wasps this summer.
He says it's this time of year where all wildlife becomes more active.
Holly Stouffer joins us now here in the studio. And Holly, you actually spoke to a pest control company in Waco that's been receiving call after call the last several weeks.
Yeah, I met up with Alan Miller's Bees Be Gone. I met up with them this morning at 9 when they were responding to their very first call of 7 for the day. They told me they're entering peak bee season where people can get hurt if they're not careful.
It's a typical summer day for Trey Miller, visiting home after home to remove thousands of bees.
We're daylight to dusk every day.
His first stop on Tuesday is Bill Dietz's house. This hive is right outside his son's room.
He woke up Saturday morning because he heard the bees.
They had this same issue 3 years ago and brought a beekeeper in to remove the hive. This time, they brought in Miller, an exterminator with Bees Be Gone, to fix the problem for good.
The average hive in Central Texas is 60,000.
This poisonous dust sends the worker bees flying out. It kills the queen, shutting down production.
I killed about 8% of this hive. 90 to 92% is out doing their deal in support of the hive.
Miller says most honeybees are harmless, but it's the aggressive Africanized bee, commonly known as a killer bee, that you have to worry about.
This is my 6th year. When I started, 40% of our job was aggressive bees. So far this year, it's easily 90.
Miller believes preventative measures could have saved the man in Moody, who died after being attacked by a swarm of bees last Friday.
And the bees are highly aggressive in the hot weather.
Dietz isn't taking any chances.
Yeah, there were a lot more bees in there than I really thought.
He says other people should do the same.
And Miller tells me that they also work closely with beekeepers in the area to try and save the bees and their hives whenever relocating them is an option. And Miller was telling me that this is really just the beginning too. It's about to get even worse as soon as it hits July and August when we have plenty of those 100-degree days.
Yeah, and of course people need to know, don't do it yourself, call
right.
the experts.
Yes, exactly.
That's important.
You're better off because really there we thought that it was only, to the naked eye, someone who doesn't work with bees, you think a couple hundred, maybe a few thousand. He said that hive, 60,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Holly, thank you.
Of course.